Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A person who is almost identical to another. A group of genetically identical cells or organisms derived from a single cell or individual by some kind of asexual reproduction. An unauthorized copy or imitation. Make multiple identical copies of. People can clone a sheep nowadays. A person who is almost identical to another. A person who is almost identical to another. A person who rings church bells, as for summoning the congregation. A contestant entered in a competition under false pretenses. Horseshoes. The successful throw of a horseshoe or quoit so as to encircle a stake or peg. A group of genetically identical cells or organisms derived from a single cell or individual by some kind of asexual reproduction. An unauthorized copy or imitation. An iconic mental representation. Her imagination forced images upon her too awful to contemplate. A visual representation, of an object or scene or person or abstraction, produced on a surface. A movie is a series of images projected so rapidly that the eye integrates them. A representation of a person, especially in the form of sculpture. The emperor's tomb had his image carved in stone. Jungian psychology, a personal facade that one presents to the world. A public image is as fragile as Humpty Dumpty. A standard or typical example. He provided America with an image of the good father. Imagine. Conceive of. See in one's mind. Language used in a figurative or non-literal sense. Mathematics. The set of values of the dependent variable for which a function is defined. The image of f, x, equals x squared is the set of all non-negative real numbers if the domain of the function is the set of all real numbers. Someone who closely resembles a famous person, especially an actor. She's the very image of her mother. Render visible, as by means of MRI. The general impression that something, a person or organization or product, presents to the public. Although her popular image was contrived, it served to inspire music and pageantry. Used of homologous chromosomes associated in pairs in synapsis. A stand-in for movie stars to perform dangerous stunts. His first job in Hollywood was as a double for Clark Gable. To double the degree. His eyes were double bright. A base hit on which the batter stops safely at second base. He hit a double to deep center field. Make or do or perform again. Consisting of or involving two parts or components usually in pairs. An egg with a double yolk. Having more than one decidedly dissimilar aspects or qualities. A double, or dual, role for an actor. Twice as great or many. Ate a double portion. Raising the stakes in a card game by a factor of 2. I decided his double was a bluff. Bend over or curl up, usually with laughter or pain. He doubled and vomited violently. Having two meanings with intent to deceive. A sly double meaning. Increase twofold. The population doubled within 50 years. Someone who closely resembles a famous person, especially an actor. He could be Gingrich's double. A quantity that is twice as great as another. 36 is the double of 18. Bridge. Make a demand for a card or suit. Do double duty. Serve two purposes or have two functions. She doubles as his wife and secretary. Hit a two-base hit. Large enough for two. A double bed. Used of flowers having more than the usual number of petals in crowded or overlapping arrangements. Double chrysanthemums have many rows of petals and are usually spherical or hemispherical. Someone who closely resembles a famous person, especially an actor. Resembling closely. They have look-alike cars. The state or fact of existing. A point of view gradually coming into being. A living thing that has, or can develop, the ability to act or function independently. A living thing that has, or can develop, the ability to act or function independently. A system considered analogous in structure or function to a living body. The social organism. A reproduction of a written record, e.g. of a legal or school record. Matter to be printed. Exclusive of graphical materials. Reproduce or make an exact copy of. Copy the genetic information. Make a replica of. Copy that drawing. Reproduce someone's behavior or looks. Children often copy their parents or older siblings. A thing made to be similar or identical to another thing. She made a copy of the designer dress. Copy down as is. The students were made to copy the alphabet over and over. Material suitable for a journalistic account. Catastrophes make good copy. Make a replica of. Recreate a picture by Rembrandt. Create anew. Form anew in the imagination. Recollect and reform in the mind. His mind recreates the entire world.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.